Honest Beers this week, Wally. We touched on a number of things. We kind of maybe broke a story. Well, not quite broke it, but Brad Scott was fired basically minutes before we went on air, so that was huge. And we looked ahead to the Honest Beers Cup, the third ever installment.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. We've got a bet on the line for that. You've got a new segment. DT's list was fun this week.
Very fun. And our Honest list was also related to St Kilda and Hawthorn, so you're going to have to check that out.
Plenty of reasons. Listen, watch, get around it.
Welcome to Honest Beers. My name is Leggy, and as always, I'm joined by Wally. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. This is the first for us. We've jumped on. We're just walking down the street at the front of the studio. We read the news. Brad Scott got sacked. We came in to record a pod.
Oh, we just happened to be here. And so I mean, all the footy fans, they want to know our take on Brad Scott. A Saints fan and a Hawks fan who haven't watched a lot of SM.
No.
But I was a bit, I must admit, I was a bit surprised. Not surprised that he got sacked, just that he got sacked now, only because I thought it would be a convenient excuse that all the injuries that the Bombers had on Friday night was sort of the reason that they'd almost let it go. And then maybe if they got smashed by West Coast this week.
That looks like just about the worst game of the season and a horrible trip, but they might get the bounce back.
They might get the bounce back.
We saw that with Carlton the last couple of weeks. So this is not a Vossi left before he was pushed. He has been sacked.
Yeah, well, he's got a year to run on his. He's actually got contracted to the end of next year. So this is going to be, the Bombers are going to have to pay up. But yeah, it says parted ways. I've seen parted ways, but they've definitely fired him. There's no mutual thing going on here, I think they've said.
So I only have one question, Simon. Who's going to complain about Marvel's roof now?
I reckon Damien Harbour could find a way. He's complained about everything else.
He hates all of it.
Yeah, he does.
That's a cheap shot by me. Because remember, he used to be the roof. Do you know what?
That's a joke in group trades.
We have to get over the roof thing. It was built the wrong way. They fucking built it the wrong way.
Every time I go to a pub, like the High Street Hotel, one of the pubs in Adelaide we went to as well, that has a retractable roof. Every time it starts closing, I'll just yell out Brad Scott. That became a thing in all of our group chats. But
mate, nothing wrong with Under the Lid. You know I'm a big fan of Marvel.
Same here.
We'll be there this week.
We will be there this week. But I just want to say, any Essendon fans, I hope you're going okay. I bet you're happy. I bet you've woken up.
I reckon they will be
pretty happy.
Well, this is
finally it's over.
The first step towards turning things around again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no pot shots from me.
Not at all.
I'll tell you what, though. If you actually, this mess that's happened now, if anybody still wants Zach Merritt outside of Essendon, you're going to get him. He's not going to be getting fucking 4 first-round picks for him next year.
No.
And I would suggest him one out. I don't know if Hawthorn's still involved. I don't know if they'll relook. But I reckon someone will end up with him and they'll get him for a very, very small amount.
My hunch is the Hawks have moved on unless it was for not much. I don't think the Hawks would ever go. They don't want to deal with that again.
We want Bailey Humphrey, don't we?
I think you want a lot.
We're out of Zach Butters.
I would assume he's going to the Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, so we're out of Zach Butters. We said publicly we're out of him. We don't need another key forward. We're trying to work out who our key forwards we play are.
If Ben King, I don't think he's going to go. If Ben King was available.
No, because the money. It's the money. That's my whole thing is that people go, you want Zach? Yeah, I just don't want to pay Zach Butters $2 million when we've got all these other players that we're going to have to pay. We just need one midfielder, and it doesn't need to be a top 5 midfielder in the comp.
Essendon fans going to love that we started talking about the Hawks list management stuff. But no, we had to address that, obviously.
Just quickly. It's just, this is not our man Goz will take. He'll address this properly.
Well, should we do an honest list of our favourite Brad Scott moments as coach of Essendon?
Yeah, the roof.
But that was North.
That was coach of Essendon. Do you know what? His end press conferencing run was amazing.
Yeah.
And my favourite, a lot of his airtime, my favourite was when someone was talking about injuries and he's like, cry me a river.
That's right.
After last year.
We had 20 last year.
Yeah. So that I'm going to look back on Brad Scott, and I never thought I'd say this fondly because of the gold he gave us in the 2026 press conferences.
Yep.
Has been all time. So
bring him back to the AFL gig because he can't be going worse than they're going at the moment. So
they could use him.
Yeah, they could use him in that sort of ops role, I reckon, because they couldn't be any worse than they are right now.
Cats need some more help.
Yeah, true, mate. True. Fucking hell.
Any other drive-bys?
Yeah, we probably need to stop.
Anyway, no, we move on. We move. As I said, the DDF boys, they'll cover this properly with all. This is not really.
SEN would be pretty funny right now.
SEM will be. I just wish it was yesterday with Kane and Kingy.
It'd be pretty funny today though. The calls would be unbelievable.
Is there a world in which they could just get them to do the 5 days of Fireball? Is that? I mean, that'd be the highest rating breakfast.
I wouldn't even know. Yeah,
that'd be the highest rating breakfast TV there would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
We have to move on to some. We very rarely talk about serious stuff on this podcast. We're obviously very much tongue in cheek, love chatting about a few beers and whatnot. But some really tragic news yesterday with the passing of Neil Danaher.
Yep.
Just an unbelievable human. I think it's pretty rare, and I think Neil Danaher is going to be in that rarefied air where he had an unbelievable AFL coaching career, but I think he'll be known for way more than that. In fact, his footy career probably pushed to the side given everything that he's done in the last 13 years. But obviously tragically passed yesterday. We heard the news. Fight M&D caused close to our heart, of course, with multiple efforts to try and raise money for Run for Rossi and M&D, and just a great human, great family, and seen a lot of the tributes over the last 24 hours, and he just inspired so many.
Yeah, and we were talking about this off air. We just wrapped it. He's been recognised at the highest level as an Australian of the Year. I think that we spoke about Pendlebury last week transcending teams and much love overall.
Yeah.
This guy transcended the sport. It's just what he's done. So the average life expectancy, correct me if I'm wrong, it's less than 2 years.
It's 27 months.
27 months. So it's about just over 2 years, sorry. And he has lived with this thing
13 years.
13 years. That says enough about the fight. And speaking of DDF, I think it was Goz said it yesterday when he posted, this guy taught us how to fight.
Yeah.
And it's so true. This was I don't know. I don't have another comparison of somebody that has done more for a cause after finishing sport than this bloke.
Especially given how you deteriorate when you have this disease as well. To find the strength that he found.
His family and his support and the Melbourne Football Club and all of those people around him should be so proud of themselves. The fact that they propped him up and they helped him and they would have given him energy to live as well.
And all the corporate partners that got behind it. Bunnings have been doing it for years. A lot of other brands
really
jumped on board.
I'm really excited about Big Freeze this year. I just think it'll be such a fitting because it'll be so close to his passing. It'll be a fitting way to celebrate his life, and also I believe the families accepted the state funeral as well, which is awesome. So there'll be a lot of different ways to pay your respects to him, but I would suggest that if we can't hit a record number this year, I'd be shocked. Get your beanie, tune in on the day,
you can go
donate,
go
do all of that. It's going to be an incredible day, but definitely missed, not forgotten, as they say, and just the impact he's made is huge.
Yeah, well said. I guess we've got to touch on our weekends.
Yeah.
I didn't see you over the weekend, but I know you were sort of
no
batching.
one saw me.
You were batching over the weekend.
Unless you're at kids' sport, no one saw me.
Yep.
Jack had a great game of basketball. He was good again. They had a big win. We're then watching his mates play. We're at the stadium for hours. It was great. Then Sunday, he's a bit lazy. His footy on Sunday was a bit lazy. He was a bit complacent. He was best on last week. Kicked a couple lead-up goals and had probably his best game he's had for the club. And then this week, I don't know, just be complacent and just fucking...
Just thought it was going to happen, did he?
Yeah, just, didn't probably what some of the second efforts weren't there.
Did you give him
pressure?
that feedback?
Pressure rating would have been about 80.
Did you give him that feedback?
Yeah, we'd sat in the car on the way home. It was all positive.
What did he say?
He goes, we won all 4 games, Dad. And I said, yeah, but, a lot of the heavy lifting was done in other parts of the ground, Jack. So he'll learn from that.
Yeah,
but it was good. But Sunday, mate, I did on Sunday. My
feedback.
wife was away, so I literally sat on the couch all weekend, watched sport, did a bit of work, really unproductive areas. It was great. Watched a lot of footy. It was a really good weekend. Really enjoyed it.
Didn't something catch your eye? Was something?
Oh yeah. I said to you.
You just hinted off air that there was something that pissed you off.
Well, it shouldn't piss me off, but I was just going to say, I'll just address this. Advertising, look, if we're going to sit through ads, and we do, and when you're watching live sport, you can go, siren's fine, but you're going to cop some ads. I copped an ad multiple times over the weekend that actually started giving me the shits.
No.
It was a Chemist Warehouse ad. So there's 2 parts to this that I didn't like. This is just you got to think when you're advertising. This is not usually it's the things that annoy me the most about advertising is when an advertising agency that knows nothing about sport has been involved in a sports ad and the person in it can't even hold a fucking... That stuff does my head in.
Yep.
And as you know, in the world we've been involved in a lot of it, and the brand and marketing of one of the biggest superpowers in this space, we worked through and everybody involved in that content started to crack and go, hey, we need people that know what they're doing in this stuff. I would have thought that's the first thing. That should be your first thing you do. If you're going to have someone playing footy, make sure they can play footy. Anyway, This has nothing to do with sport. I just wanted to just say that. But
I don't think I've seen this ad.
it's Chemist Warehouse ad, and it's just a simple ad about a big sale, but there's two floors. First one, they go, there's a woman in there stocking shelves. So she's working, doing good on it, earning a buck, stocking the shelves. And here's this big sale. And I'm thinking, you'd fucking know about it, like it's your store. And then runs out the front. It's like, big sale. And I'm like, is the sale outside or is it inside the store? And how do you employees not know there's a sale? Then they go back inside and there's someone holding a receipt the size of a bed sheet and like, oh, big savings. I'm like, feels like a big bill to me.
Oh.
So it's the opposite. So I'm like, your staff don't know about your sale. Your sale's apparently outside the shop. And if you come here, you're going to get the biggest bill of all time. And it just shit me more than it should have because I had to watch it so many times.
Do you remember when I lost the bet last year, and we'll go into this year's Honest Beers Cup, but last year's Honest Beers Cup, I lost the bet. I had to cold call. And we called Tom Connolly from Chemist Warehouse.
Yeah.
Should we call him right now? Just say, mate, what the fuck's going on with
So
your...
we'll speak to TC on that. But like,
yeah.
hang on,
I mean, he's not in that team, so it wouldn't be his fault.
No. But like, mate, I don't think it's anyone there. It's an agency thing. But I was just like, come on, guys.
Someone has to approve it, though.
Yeah, someone has to approve it. I just was like, this feels a little bit thrown together and just a bit all over the place. So
I haven't seen it.
but I think what this is more, this is just, I think I want to start just calling out some advertising more.
I think it's a great idea. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So when you think about it, like, and I'm not talking about the repetitive stuff. Anybody who's watched the NBA finals in the last decade knows that you are going to get hammered with Subway commercials, and they're all going to be the same. Did they ever get a new spokesman after that?
You know, I thought about that. I actually
Did they just go, oh.
I had Subway the other day, and I thought about
Jared.
Yeah, I thought about Jared.
So it's like, could we have picked a worse one? So they've just gone, fuck it, we're not going to do this again. We're just going to leave with
what sort of way, though?
Yeah, well, mate, fucking. And hopefully, I assume he lost his freedom as well.
Yeah, I would have thought so. We've got to go to DT because it was a big weekend for DT. Obviously, his Heroes 433rd game. Just give us the recap. How was it?
Oh, it's an unbelievable game. Just the whole build-up. I think, it was 90,028 people there, and I think it was 89,000 Collingwood fans. So that in itself felt like a final, like when we played Giants at the MCG a couple of years ago. It was just the fact that no one knew, like the rest of the team was wearing gold numbers as well. Like all the media should have like, why is he wearing gold numbers, all this and that. And I think for the team to kind of come out all in gold is like a big F you to the media, like fuck it. And I think even Pendle said like, I wouldn't have done it if the rest of the team wasn't doing it, like with the gold numbers. So no, it was awesome.
How was that in the stadium? Because that reveal on television. So do you know how and you tell me the feeling. I've always said for me, the first time I felt this was I went to the 05 grand final.
Yeah.
And the first time I walked into the stadium, things felt different.
Yeah.
And then I've seen it at different celebrations and that. But when you've got so many ex-players there and the theatre, the whole broadcast felt amazing and different.
Yeah.
And the moment with the reveal of the gold numbers was like, oh, what? How was it in stadium? Like, was there a moment of knowing that that's what had happened?
Yeah, it was unbelievable because obviously Pendlebury came out of the race on his own. He had the warm-up top on, then he took it off, and then you see the gold number, and the rest of the team's behind him. So you didn't actually see on the broadcast that they had the gold numbers, but obviously in the stadium when they all come out, you see it, and it was a bit of like that's fucking awesome sort of thing. It's just a great game to be at. Just the atmosphere. I know it was a bit at the start of the game, it was a little bit because like West Coast kicked the first goal, they were playing really well, then got on top of them. Dacos did Dacos, and it was just unbelievable.
The fact it was a close game, I reckon, made it better.
Yeah, and and then obviously Jamie Elliott.
That was gutting.
Yeah, it kind of took the soul out of the stadium. You can even hear it on the broadcast, like takes the mark. There's a massive celebration, then goes to his knee. Then there was like a collective groan across the whole stadium. Like,
yeah, it's a shame.
He's one of the favourite players at Collingwood.
Yeah.
Contracted for next year, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but tough to know that he'll come back.
Yeah, he's 33, going on 34 in August, I believe. So, I think he's had that many injuries in his career. So it's like it's his first one. So I think he's really good at coming back.
First ACL?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, fingers crossed that he can still have an impact.
Yeah, he's a gun.
It'd be great if he came back next year, had a decent enough year to get another 1 year deal or something like that, rather than it all sort of ending. But
he's kind of hit his peak in his last 2 years.
He's 22 and his 23 were great.
Yeah.
Last year, 24 was a bit quiet, but so was the team. And then last year was his best year.
Yeah, kicked 50, I think nearly 60 goals, including 5.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Very good DT. A few beers afterwards, a few sherbets?
No, off the beers at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing some Ironman training.
Get out of the room. Get it now. Ironman, yes, that November?
Yeah, November.
We'll need to follow that. Where is that?
It's in Melbourne. It's I think it's Katani Gardens in St Kilda.
It's a long run up, just quietly. Stop.
He was. He kind of.
It's a 24-week
Yeah.
training block. So
Yeah. Are you, so you're not going to drink it all until then?
No.
That's
Oh,
that's lunacy. I mean, I've taken little bits of time off in my life, but what month are we in?
May.
That's 6 months.
that's amazing,
that's
mate.
all
I'm
right.
impressed.
Thank you.
That's very impressive.
Oh, if we were in the grand final of footy, I'll have a few beers, but
Off the beers or off alcohol or off like
just
everything.
alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's,
Yeah, I'm like one in all in sort of thing. So
Okay. No, I rate it. I rate it.
I don't mind that. 1 or 100. That's good.
I love it.
We need to check back in on that.
Benny Cousins sort of areas.
Yeah.
yeah, without the
All or nothing.
Yeah,
Well, that'll be it.
Well,
But
the other-
but you're just on the training part of that.
Yeah.
After 6 months of nothing and then doing this,
Launching to
triathlon,
annihilate
you'll be
as many beers
you'll
as
be at least
possible.
A 6-day bender, I would have thought after that. I spoke about it briefly off the top when I hinted, or not off the top, but just before when I hinted at the punishment that I did last year. It is this year the third ever Honest Beers
Yep.
Cup. Thank you,
pretty
thank you,
happy about
DT. For some unknown reason, since we've done this pod, the Saints and the Hawks have only met once in a season. There's been no double ups. So
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain we don't meet again this year.
No.
So it will be only one, but very exciting. It always is a great occasion. Thursday night at Marvel Stadium. We're both going.
Yep, we'll go,
and I
of
believe
course.
we're dining.
We like to at Marvel. That's what
Yeah.
we usually like to do. Simon, we like to go in there and
Behind
go
the
to one of the
glass.
many restaurants that they have there under the lid. So, and that's it. I'm as you know, I'm a big fan of Marvel.
All of this promotion. Surely there's something coming for us.
I mean, I'm telling you now, it's the greatest multi-purpose stadium in the world. And
How many multi-purpose stadiums are there in the
Oh,
world?
there'd be a few.
Yeah,
I would have thought. Like it's football, it's cricket, it's got
You can't say it's the greatest.
motocross and sport and concerts. It's amazing.
They do that in the US though.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Mate, there's some good ones in the US. I've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's amazing. I don't know if they have motocross though. They definitely don't have cricket. So just saying. Anyway, it's no, but jokes aside, I think we had the first one was in Tassie,
No.
wasn't it?
Oh no, it was. You're right.
Yeah, because we watched it at the pub.
Fuck,
watched
we
it
did
on.
too. I totally forgot about that.
And then
2024, May.
and then the second one
We're off the
were-
beers then.
Yep, we were off the beers. We were drinking non-alcoholics. It wasn't. We had a coffee at the Orong
Yeah,
Hotel.
it was actually not bad.
It was actually the coffee at the Orong was better than expected.
Haven't
So,
had one since.
and then we went to we took the girls dining. Took our partners
Yes,
to
last year.
Stoke at Marvel, and then this year we'll go with a bit of a mixed bag of people, and we'll get around it. But we've got to have a bet, Simon.
Yeah, so I reached out to the community and we got a few funny ones back, which I'll read. And then I think we just need to debate, DT, love your views as well, on what we're going to end up doing. But so some of the ones that came through, one was, which I didn't mind, no Jamo July for Wally. I didn't mind that. Well, or even no Jamo June, to be honest, because the timing's perfect. Whatever we do, so let's just say it's a month-long bet, it's May 28th that the game's on, so we can start that on June 1. So that'll be just to clear everything up. It'll be a June bet that takes place. One from Adam, I reckon this is Adam Britter actually, who actually is a colleague of ours, DT. He said, if Saints lose, Leggy shaves his head. Now that's not if the Saints lose. If I was to entertain that bet, it would be if they don't cover the line.
You don't want to do that.
Let's just preface this that it's going to be a line bet.
We
'Cause you guys are the favourites. It would be unfair unless my punishment is less than
well,
yours.
I would give you odds. I think that it's always best. It has always been almost our bets are usually, and people might realize this, they're usually health driven.
Yeah.
So they're usually you have to do X amount of exercise or you have to stop drinking X amount of piss. And that's usually what it is. And they're good areas for
Great
us.
areas. But so the line's 12.5. So
Ooh.
which is a bit narrow for me. I just think with the Saints players out and then Gunston to come back, I would have liked that to have been like a 17 or an 18.
Yeah, 3 goals, not
40 and a half, mate.
Yeah. I would have been fucking stoked with that for this.
40 and a half.
That would have been unbelievable for this bet, DT. But that was a good one from friend of the show, legal advisor Chris Bowie has had Centurion.
Oh, I've done that before.
So I've actually I didn't finish it.
I did 106. It was.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
Tell us what age, circumstances.
What age? Yeah.
You're over 18.
No, I think it was 17.
Yeah, okay, that's strong.
17.
That's the age that you did it.
I peaked early, I reckon. on the drink. I reckon I was
So I
about
peaked late.
19, 20. I was pretty good. I was there 22, probably peak. But no, let's say 18. Let's just call it 18. I think it was about 18.
It doesn't matter, mate.
I don't remember.
You're not going to be behind bars.
Yeah, exactly. So,
on the
but
foot.
I've done Centurion. Not keen on doing that again.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in all sorts.
DT, have you ever done Centurion?
I've not.
Okay.
I haven't done
You
it
know what it
before.
is?
Yeah, it's like 100 shots of beer every minute, isn't it?
Yeah, 100
Yeah.
shots in 100 minutes. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but someone said to me, they reckon that, I don't know what this, it's the equivalent of like sculling 6 beers in 20 minutes or something like that. Like it's something about the constant intake. I don't know. Like if you actually look at the amount of beers, I reckon we've all done that in a similar time frame.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
the consistent. The other thing is, do you go Australian 30 mil shots or do you go with a 50 mil US shot?
I think you got to do Australian.
Yeah,
The 50 mil US shot, that'd fuck you.
that would get
Because
you.
that is then, so what's that? 5 litres of beer in an hour and 40. That's a mini can.
Yeah, wow.
That is a lot of piss.
That is.
Whereas the 3 litres,
Mm.
it's like, what's that? It's about 9 beers in an hour and a half. It's a bit, but that's not going to absolutely end you. So
One of the other ones I liked here was loser goes vegetarian for a month.
fuck no.
I would love to see Wally go vegetarian.
couldn't do
for a
it.
month.
As Brad Scott said, we're all going to die at some point. So.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So okay.
What do you
Jesus.
What do you reckon, DT? What would you like to see us do?
I think being veggie is too hard. I think
Yeah,
that's.
No way I would do
I,
that.
I like the fitness thing.
All right.
Fitness
I don't
is good.
mind
So
it.
There's another couple that we got. We're in a message chat with a few friends, and they were suggesting we do either no Carlton draft, or I guess the other one was like a no Jamo, which that doesn't really impact me too much because I don't drink it as much.
I
as
think
you.
the no Carlton, given the little tangent we've been on with Carlton draft and talking about how good it is, and we're just forced to go and find Australian-owned beers for the month. I would entertain it. Now, I'd give you 2 options. It'd be at the line. The other option is, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I would give up Jamo and CD, and you just have to give up Carlton draft, and that's the added benefit for the win-loss thing.
Wow. That
So-
is
So I would give up Jamo and
for the line.
or the line. So it's either the line and we both give up Carlton draft for the month.
Oh, I thought you said for the line you give up those two.
No.
I
That's that. No.
just thought you were confident. in the Hawks.
No. I would give up Jamo for the head-to-head as well. So I would have to give up Carlton. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to drink, but like I would give up. Yeah.
We'll have to find something.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Okay, well let's. All right, so for the line, it's Carlton draft,
Yep.
and then if
We win.
if
if
you lose,
if we lose,
it's Carlton draft.
so
and
you've got
Jamo.
to choose which one you want. So do you want to take it? I've got to give up 2-1, or do you just want the line and we both give up Carlton draft? It's up to you.
You know what? I don't know if I could do that.
Nah,
to
do
you.
it. Do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's do the 2-1.
Got it. Shake hands.
All
All right.
right.
There
So
it
if the
is.
Hawks lose,
You see,
I
you're
have
not
to
gonna-
give
you're
up
not gonna
Carlton
lose.
draft
Like,
and Jamo.
I've never been
I'm
more.
okay with that.
I've never been more certain in my life that the Hawks will win, and I think I'm worried about the 12.5 because I think this is 5 goals. I think that line should be. I said 17. It should be over 20 points.
And if the Saints lose by 50, you shave your head.
I don't know.
Anything
I can't imagine you with your shaved head.
I don't want to imagine it
No,
either.
you don't want to be doing that.
I'd be kicked out of home. I'd be on the streets.
Yep.
It'll be your fault, DT. Look, to be honest, I don't have many good features in my life, but thankfully I'm not going bald, so I need to keep this. Just on the theme of Saints and Hawks, this is so self-indulgent. Only you and I probably care about this, and then the Saints and Hawks fans that listen to this pod. But we just thought,
Interesting.
let's change tact for Honest List this week.
Yep.
I can't believe we've never done this before. At some point, we'll run out of Honest List ideas, so I'm glad that we did this one. But
Yep.
we've decided we're going to do the top 5 players that have played in our lifetime for St Kilda and Hawthorn.
Yep.
And they have to have, when we say top 5, it isn't, they have to have, I think the criteria, they have to have been good for both teams. So like, for instance, there isn't that many options actually, but it can't just be,
The 5 list is actually pretty good.
can't just be you played 5 games for one club and 10 years for the other, but you were a great player. It needs to be you actually had an impact at both
Yep.
teams. So that probably rules out a couple of people. So we've narrowed it down to 5, but
I reckon there's 6, and we've got to decide on the
Okay.
5, and then the one that I would think that final person would be 5th, and then we'll do the order. So let's say our 6.
Yeah, so we need to sorry, I'm just getting in the wrong group chat here. We need to we need to try and pick that 5. So these are the players we had.
We got 2 rucks.
Yeah, so we had Peter Everett and Ben McAvoy, obviously.
Yep.
We had Brent Guerra.
Yep.
We had Joel Smith. Very serviceable player in the 90s. Maybe early 2000s. Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Josh Battle. Of recent fame. Brad Hill.
And Brad Hill.
And then we also had Shane Savage.
No.
How's a quick no?
I
forgot Brad Hill, which is so fitting for me.
Yeah, you forgot Brad Hill.
I had Shane Savage before I had Brad Hill. How funny is that? I just forgot that Brad Hill played for the Hawks.
I said to you, of those 5, the one I'm leaving out at 6 is probably Joel Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he was young at the Saints, wasn't he?
He was, but it's also like, I remember
pretty
him,
bad Hawks team too.
It was an average Hawks team. He wasn't all Australian, but he was one of these guys with that. It was like the Bowdens and that. Like they were a lot of possession in the back half, defensive possession, turning, kicking back. It's like I've looked at some of the others, the attacking. Like Brad Hill's a 3-time premiership player.
Yeah,
and he's been serviceable at the Saints.
No, he's had good and bad. I think he's been.
And there was a team in the middle there. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, of course. Well, okay. I'm going to propose number 5.
Okay.
I think Josh Battle's 5 only because he's only played a year and 10 games for you guys.
He's also been an All-Australian.
But I think in terms of
I love him so much.
But if you start to look at the caliber of players, I think he's 5.
Okay, who's 4 then?
I think Brent Guerra's 4.
Well, hang on, what are we doing with Joel Smith and Brad Hill?
I thought we'd cut out Joel Smith.
So we go Joel Smith's out. So
I
then
think
you
Joel
have
Smith-
Brad Hill at 3.
I think so. 3 flags.
3 flags, great. Goo was incredible footballer, and he was handy for you guys.
I'm just thinking the 3 flags.
Okay,
I
3
reckon-
flags at 3. Brad Hill's at 3.
Brent Guerra was delisted by the Saints. Can we just not forget that? He was delisted by the Saints. So I think
Battle 5, Guerra 4, Hill 3.
And then this is where I reckon you need. I think Peter Everett was a better player, but Ben McAvoy achieved more.
So Ben McAvoy
Two
was
flags.
he won flags with Hawthorn, and he was sort of the first. We never had great ruckmen in the things. He was a really good ruck. I look at that list and I go, oh.
Yeah, I think If we did this list in 5 years, Josh Battle. Be right
Josh Battle will be end up being the best of them. I truly believe
If
that.
it's another All Australian and then maybe a couple of flags, then yeah, I think he probably gets there.
Couple of flags.
But
I reckon Peter Everett's number 1.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're talking about a guy that
better
was
player.
Better player. We're talking about an individual thing. He was probably better for you than for us, and he was an All-Australian with us.
Well, I looked it up. He played 180 games for us. He played 80 for you guys.
Yeah, so mate, he was a very good footballer.
Yeah, he was.
Do you know a fun fact, DT? Peter Everett was part of the team, and I believe gave back-to-back 50-metre penalties, so a 100-metre penalty in the brain fade 1999 63-point Saints lead that we came back and won by a couple of goals. Won by 13 points out at Waverley, and I was there for it. And Nathan Thompson, Angelo Lekis, a couple of the call-outs for the Hawks. But Peter Everett was one of those. He was part of the fucking melting point for this. And he gave, from memory, gave a couple of 50s back-to-back through the middle. He ended up paying for us. That's what Hawthorn did. You know, listen to this. Peter Everett, Sean Wren, Paul Salmon, these are the rucks we recruited after they were sort of done. Paul Salmon ended up being very good for us, but they were the rucks that we just go get a ruck that's like finished his career somewhere else and we'll go grab him.
It's funny you say that game at Waverley. When we joke about we should do an honest archives on that, but we joke about like where were you when it happened. I actually still remember, like, this is 1999. I remember being at the local footy with my old man and my brother, and we bumped into, I guess you could call him like a family friend, a friend of my old man's from work who was a Hawks fan, and he had the radio on, and sort of like early in the day, we sort of didn't say anything because we're like, don't want to be like arrogant that we're up by 60 points. We kind of left it. And then he just kept sort of coming up being like, it's down to 40, like it's down to 30, like it's down. And it just was like, this is just the most St Kilda implosion ever.
I was at the...
Can you remember Waverley much?
Yeah, I remember it really well.
The concrete seats?
Yeah, the bays I loved. I absolutely loved Waverley. Being a kid, I always sat on the wing on the non-Kenneth Luke side.
Yep.
As close to as I could get. I ran on there for Dunstall kicking 100 one day. I was there for 17 goals, 5 the Chief kicked. And then when I was 18, I would go behind the minor scoreboard end, so the non-major scoreboard end, so Kenneth Luke standing to my left, and I'd go there and we would sit, and you just have so much room. It's 70,000
Yeah.
seat stadium. We just weren't getting that many. We weren't great. And you just sit there, and we used to drink 500 ml plastic bottles of Carlton Cold for $5. And that was what we drink. And then you could go and have a dart up on like the emergency exit. So it had those old emergency exits at the back of the stand. You could stand there and have a dart and drink a 500 ml plastic bottle of Carlton Cold while you were still watching the footy. It was fucking amazing.
Did you ever go to? Oh, you're too young. Did you ever go to Waverley?
I don't believe so. I think I was 2 in 1999. So
Yep. So you're probably a
Fucking
bit.
hell.
Yeah, we finished there in 2000. 99 was the
Yeah.
end of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
was that the last game?
Yeah,
actually? Hawthorn
99
Sydney,
against
wasn't
the Swans.
Yeah, Hawthorn
fucking
Sydney.
smashed them. Just missed the finals, and who knows what we could have done. But anyway,
it?
yeah,
1999. Who knows what we could have
yeah.
done?
Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good trip down memory lane. DT's list. Do you have a list?
I do have a list actually.
Yes.
It's going to be short and sweet this week, but it's going to be my top 5 canteen foods.
Ooh.
Yeah, all right. Now we're talking local footy canteen.
Yeah,
You
so
think
local
this-
footy
You
canteens.
think this would be short, but it won't be.
Number 5, hot chips with a lot of chicken salt.
Oh yeah, nice.
Just
That's great.
nice and simple.
That's a
Uh,
people pleaser.
Sauce.
Yeah, put some tomato sauce on there. But I think if you have are you a chicken salt and sauce person, or do you just
Oh,
like
I
the chicken
prefer
salt?
the chicken salt on its own.
Yeah,
personally.
I'm probably I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind. I'm just saying. On occasion, where you got your other salts and that, got a bit of mayo dip in, like the Belgians do it.
Yep.
Don't mind that with the fries. So happy to have that.
Yep.
But mate, there's no bad dip. You get a peri peri sauce, you get a fucking hot sauce, a sriracha, anything. There's no bad dip for a chip.
You're not wrong. Number 4, classic meat pie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
It
have
could
had
have
it
it could have been lower, but
Oh.
you can have some shit pies.
this is
Yeah,
true.
but it's just such a classic. It's a
No, I know it
staple.
is,
But
but
I love- like, meat
reckon
pie's my
I'm with you,
favourite.
DT.
Okay,
I'm
question-
glad to hear that.
question-
I thought chips is a little low.
Question for you: when you go to the canteen, what are you looking for first? What are your eyes? Where are you looking?
I know exactly what I'm looking for. But
I think
it's-
me and
it's
you are on
coming
the
up.
same wavelength.
It's coming up.
I reckon I'm a pie. Anyway, fine.
Number 3, the barbecue's on a hamburger.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, chicken salad roll.
Oh, so
So
that's
some canteens do an
That's a bit wide for mine.
unbelievable chicken
yeah.
salad
Okay,
roll.
so I don't mind this. This was the after a game you go and you get a bit and you just get the rolls and they do the pre ones.
Yeah.
You know, one of the old stores, she'll make a fucking heap of them. I don't mind it. I wasn't expecting it to be in the list. The burger as well.
Yep.
If you've got a burger and but then you've got the sausage sizzle going
Yeah.
on. Are you going to the sausage sizzle or are you trying to?
Ooh.
Haven't walked past many of them and not got one.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you ever been to Bunnings, walked past it and not got one?
No, I don't think I
Fucking
don't think I
impossible.
can. The smell just like it just gets you.
I don't even know if you're allowed to. Are you allowed to?
I think
Like
you
going
have
down
to.
to-
It's un-Australian, isn't it?
I think, yeah. My dad used to go to Bunnings. Like, he'd say, oh, we're going to go to Bunnings just for a sausage and bread.
Oh,
Like,
mate,
he wouldn't
Jack-
even walk inside.
Jack and I did that once we all got out of the car, we're early,
Mm.
and went, I go, a couple of snacks, please. And they go, I was not going. They go, you're going to go do some shopping and come back. We're ready in like 10 minutes. I said, mate, we don't need to shop. We just want some snacks. Anyway, no, but yeah, go.
And number 1, steamed dim sims.
Yeah, Dimmies.
Yeah.
It was always going to be. Yeah, I'm
It's-
with you.
It's the best thing. Steamed dim
That's
sims.
what I look for.
I love Stadium Jim Sims. Well.
Or fried.
I'm not
mixed
saying
bag.
that. I don't know if pie should be number 1. I reckon 4 was a bit. Like the chicken roll was a bit.
I'll tell you, the
What?
chicken roll was niche. The other thing I will say, the burger, hot dogs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought.
I'm not a big hot dog
Yeah,
fan.
I thought
so
okay.
this is more like a personal, like, it's not.
okay.
No,
This
no,
is
we know
which
it's your
one?
personal.
DJ's
We're still
lead.
going to take it apart.
But yeah,
it's-
no, there's something about the chicken salad roll. It's just
What's in this? What's in the salad? Is it just lettuce and chicken?
lettuce, cucumber.
Sometimes
bit
they
of
throw some
carrot,
alfalfa in
onion.
there as well, and
I'm-
beetroot and stuff. Like they go in the carrot.
I'm
occasionally-
not, are you an
carrot.
alfalfa guy?
No, not real. I
No.
can cop it, but it's funny. Like if I made a sandwich at home with that, I just have lettuce, tomato, cheese, ham, whatever.
Yeah.
But they go with the rolls and that you'll get all sorts
Yeah.
of things in them. There'll be a heap, and it does. It's really fresh and nice, and I get it. Yeah, with the dimmies, specifically on the steam too, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because at my local club, they've only got the steam. So.
I prefer steamed.
It's steam's better,
Yeah.
right? And you get that dark soy sauce on them.
Oh.
It's fucking amazing.
That's the
Yeah,
issue with
good.
the South Melbourne. Is it in the MCC? Is they're always fried,
Right.
which is that is a bit tough.
Yeah, it is the thing. Is I'm a steam guy.
Steam guy from way back.
Yeah, from way back. But yeah, that's good detail. I
that
like
was
that.
really good. Yeah, that was
I
really
like
good
it.
detail. I was impressed
I
with
like
that.
the list.
What would how many dim sims would you normally get post game?
Oh, you go 3 straight off the bat, but then you always go back for another 3.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
six.
okay.
Yeah.
6 is fine. You need your protein in and your carbohydrates.
Exactly
after.
right.
6 is the areas.
It's good areas.
Well, I had a new segment idea. It's just an idea. I'm not necessarily going to run with it because I want to run it past yourself and also DT. But I've taken some inspiration from your segment where you pair TV shows with food and wine.
Which
right?
will be
So-
back next
which will be
week, and we're
back.
back on to next week's drama again because we had
Right.
The Office. So
You've done
we'll-
Sopranos, you've done The Office.
yeah, so we're going to do that every 2 weeks, just
Yeah.
to be clear. And then this could be the alternating week.
Yeah, so
Because I've heard about this. I want to know more.
I was going for a walk last week. I can't remember which day it was, and I don't even know how this entered my brain, but this is obviously a good sort of look into how my brain and your brain operates.
Mm.
I thought about TV shows that you could pair with musicians, as in like they're of a similar stature. Like if you like that TV show, you probably like that musician. That's kind of, or even maybe the career or the sort
Yep.
of the path, the trajectory has been the same. So
I'm
that's
interested to see how this comes to life.
that's the crux of it, right? So like an example would probably be, this is the first one that came to my mind.
Mm.
I think you could compare the TV show Suits with like Drake, as in you don't have to think too hard. There isn't a lot of substance to it, but a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it. You don't have to focus when you're
Easy
watching
watch.
it. Easy watch. It's just on in the background.
Not going to make you think overly too much. It's
Yeah.
like there, it's going, yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. It actually sums it up. Yeah, that's
So
very good.
that's just one example of it. I was thinking each week I would bring a couple to the table.
I love
maybe
it.
2 or 3.
I think this is good because the other thing is what would be we can get to when we've got some good ones. We can do a poll and
Yeah.
say if you are, do you listen to either, neither, or like both? And that would be interesting, like because it's not just. I want to know how many people. I would say this: how many people listen to Drake would watch Suits? How many people that watch Suits would listen to Drake? I reckon most people that watch Suits would listen to Drake.
Yeah.
Yes, I think there'd be people that listen to Drake that don't then watch Suits.
Yep.
But I think if you're watching Suits, you got a bit of
Well,
Drake on your Spotify.
That's a really good layer. I wasn't even really thinking about.
Oh, we can
that,
flesh
but
this
it
out.
makes-
This
yeah.
can be something.
What do you think, DT?
I like it. I haven't actually seen Suits before, so I can't really compare.
You listen
it
to Drake?
Not really.
There you go.
There you go.
We exhibit A.
I'm the same.
So-
I'm
There
the
you go.
same.
There you
There we
go.
go. Okay, we've worked
I
that
like
out.
this. I like this.
That's good.
Every
I'll bring-
second week, this is
I'll bring
good.
that to the table. I've got one.
I used to watch Suits and I used to listen to Drake.
There you go.
There you go.
There it is.
I've got one next week that well, maybe not next week if you're going to do yours, but
Yeah, we can on.
I've got one next week that I reckon could be quite polarizing.
Okay, good. That's what we want to hear.
Like as in big artist, big TV show, but similar like
Yeah.
fall off type things.
I'm
Oh.
I'm excited for the Breaking Bad comparison.
See, I don't have it yet, but I will get it.
Yeah.
I will get it. See, this is the thing. It has to come to. This is the other. It has to come to your mind quickly. Otherwise, if you think too much about it, I think it doesn't land right.
Yeah.
Like those two came together perfect for me, and I go, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But if you're like, oh, I don't like this and I don't like that,
Nah.
do they match? That isn't the way.
Can't
that isn't
force it, DT.
that
Can't
isn't-
force
that
this
isn't
sort
the
of
way you
stuff.
do
It's
it.
got to
Exactly
come
right.
to you.
100%.
Right.
Well, look, big weekend as we mentioned coming up.
Huge.
The third ever Honest Beers Cup Thursday night slot, which is great. We're in prime time.
Yeah,
which
and
we
this is the
deserve.
thing. I've got a lot of Thursday night footy. I've always said that I don't necessarily like my team playing in it, but I love having it.
Mm.
It's like Sunday night footy. I don't want us playing on Sunday night, but this Sunday, even though it's not a great game, it's 7:20. That's awesome. What I will say, and one of us will get to experience this. Hopefully, it's not a draw. Is when your team wins on the Thursday.
Great feeling.
Fuck me, the weekend's good because you just get these little bounce backs, and then like you're watching the rest of the footy. None of it matters. You can
Yeah.
enjoy your weekend. Then on Sunday, you get a little boost with the Sunday Footy Show, and they review it and first crack and all of these things throughout the show. Every other little footy show or highlight. If you've had a good win, it's
Yep.
great. So Thursday night footy, big tick. Looking forward to it. Under the lid, which will be good.
Yeah, a bit behind the glass as well, maybe for some
Yeah,
food
yeah.
earlier on. But
Yeah.
we actually invited DT and he said no.
Did he say no? I thought
said
he was
no.
coming.
He
No,
said-
I've got a dinner already on Thursday night, so
It's got whiskers on it, that story, I reckon.
Yeah.
no, I catch up with a few mates. So
There you go.
I had it pre-planned last week. So
Well,
All
anyway,
right.
look,
Hopefully you're still watching the game.
look, well, you've been great. Good luck this
Likewise.
week. There'll be plenty of chatter and content
Yep.
as the week kind of unfolds. But looking forward to seeing the game. And of course, go Saints.
Go Hawks.